man once took someone home and he pissed in his wardrobe. In his wardrobe.
Or a posh Geordie accent.
The worst is Newcastle because the mags.
So my other date, was I actually got harassed by one of them. And I had to try to ring the police. I had to ring the police about one of them, so talking stage just don't go well for me.
My name's Millie, I'm from Sunderland.
My name's Cara, I'm from Sunderland. So I'm Ellie and I'm from Huddersfield.
I'm Tamara and I'm from London.
I'm Eleanor, I'm from Chorley in Lancashire.
Hi, I'm Frankie from London.
Hi, I'm Henry and I'm from Aberdeen.
Connor from Newcastle.
So I'm Callum and I am from Durham.
I'm Bea, I'm from Birmingham.
And I'm Charlotte and I'm from Leicester.
I'm Alice from Bradford. I'm Kiara and I'm from London. My name's Ella, I'm from Bedfordshire.
Emily, I'm from Exeter.
I'm Sophie and I'm from Hull.
I'm Lois and I'm from Fermanagh in Northern Ireland.
I'm Megan and I am also from Northern Ireland, Fermanagh.
And I'm Julie, I'm from Bogota, Colombia.
I'm Oscar and I'm from Leeds.
I'm Owen and I'm from Leeds as well.
My name's Katie, I'm from Newcastle.
I'm Ruby, I'm also from Newcastle.
We's keys are these keys.
You alright, pet?
How well do they normally work? Normally good success rate?
No, mine was terrible.
Never. I don't do pickup lines because I like to be pinned down.
I normally go with like, what's your favourite accent, or do you like tattoos, knowing that mine's a little bit different, and that does the favour really, if I'm honest.
I don't really have any chat-up lines. I'm the one that gets the chat-up lines, usually.
You can go first.
I don't really have a line. I just like, I just ask them if they want to get a drink. Like I just want if I can buy them a drink.
Yeah, I feel like I don't have one either. Just sort of go up and just like, hey, what are you doing?
Ooh. Don't have any good chat-up lines. Classic. Is your dad a thief because you took the stars and put them in your eye?
See, I'm quite a fan of to be honest. So anything involving a pun, anything involving a pun is probably going to get my attention. But I can't think of any from the top of my head.
Are you Irish? Because my penis is Dublin.
I don't really have one because they give me the ick a bit, but I quite like it when they're like, it's the whole like, oh, I know you from somewhere, where have I seen you? And it's like, oh, in my dreams, that's where. It's quite good. That's very good one.
No.
She's got a good one. She's got a good one.
The only one I can think of right now is I wish you were my little toe because I'd bang you on every piece of furniture.
My best chat-up line would be an Irish accent.
Ditto.
Jesus Christ.
I see that's where you've lost me.
I don't have a chat line.
Are you from Offaly? Because you're awfully good looking.
I hope you know CPR because you just took my breath away.
That's a good one.
Firstly, shut up line. When your mum says she wants what's best for you, she's talking about me.
Google Maps recommend you as a top place to eat out.
Chat-up line? I don't really have a chat-up line. Do you have a chat-up line?
Mine's like, hi.
Hi. I don't really have one.
I just say hi or like, give them a look.
Yeah, I'd give them a look, definitely. It's a look, yeah.
A Tory.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, wholeheartedly.
Oh, I've got loads. Love bombing, no. Just be yourself. Don't try and impress people. Rudeness, there's nothing worse than someone who's rude to a waiter or rude to old people. That's not a good sign, is it?
I really don't like it when you go on a date and they don't ask you like any questions about yourself, or they're just really self-involved. Like they don't pick up on. You'll ask them a question and then they don't throw it back to you. They just give you an answer. That's weird. Don't do that.
Having to wake them up in the morning. I hate when someone has like a million alarms. Ugh, no.
If someone's chewing gum the whole time you're speaking.
Someone who shows up late. Someone who shows up late.
So half the people tonight.
Yeah. Ooh, my biggest ick's gonna be people's shoes. Definitely people's shoes.
I feel like my biggest ick would probably be if the route to like bar staff waiters, anything like that, just instantly shivers down the spine. I'm looking for the nearest exit or the nearest contact on my phone to like get an Uber from here now.
There's so many, like, I'm a big fan of listing my ex, but one of the big ones is like, I feel like any sort of response to like confrontation, like in the street, like if someone starts on someone, it doesn't matter what response you're giving back, like it's a bit of an ick responding to it.
Yeah, I feel like I've just got like very irrational icks, like I know,
Falling
like
over.
having a funny walk, like imagining them paddling,
Doing the little run, like
having to run for the
doing
bus,
the runs across the road, and a car lets them go past.
I feel like if you're still hooked up on your ex, or if you're really cocky, just really, oh no, yeah, boys coming in tonight being like, yeah, we've had really dead chat from other people, and it's kind of like, well, that's awkward because you're the one with dead chat, mate. So yeah.
Biggest ick for me is if someone's too nice to me. If someone's like, do you want me to help you? I'm like, no, I don't.
Snoring.
Oh, Anna says like when you're in the bath without any bubbles.
Oh yeah. Boys that prefer baths to showers.
Having a top on but no bottoms, and all it's just yeah, that's it.
Mansplaining. Do you know when they're being really patronising about like speaking to you as if you don't understand, and it's like, I understand what you're saying, you're just a dick.
Just pure on misogyny.
Yeah.
Smelly breath. Bad teeth.
Dirty fingernails.
So mine is, I was seeing this boy for a little bit, and we were going out on a night out, and he was fully ready, coat on, everything, but he didn't have shoes and socks on. And like him fully ready, skinny jeans, puffer, no shoes and socks, like bare feet, was just a massive ick.
We've got to be funny, kind, and not a Tory.
Yeah, big lefty, don't take themselves too seriously, and like an adventure.
I think sense of humour is so important. Like you have to be able to laugh, you have to be able to have a bit of a giggle together, a bit of banter. Getting along with my parents, because my parents are really important to me. And also dressing nice. You have to have some drip, like dress cool.
Someone who can have a laugh and like doesn't take themselves too seriously. Someone who likes shots. That's a major one. Someone who can dance. Like I'm not the world's best dancer, but if I'm on a night out, I turn into Beyonce. I mean, just be yourself.
Humour. Someone that's not too up themselves, and they're not a Tory.
I like somebody who's got a goal, is like focused on something, someone who's punctual, and someone who smells nice. Smell nice is really important.
Someone who understands sarcasm, so I'm very sarcastic. Someone who is nice to people, and someone who's generally smart. They don't have to be really smart, but like understand. Yeah, the conversation has to flow properly.
So I think at the top would definitely be a sense of humour. If they can make me laugh, then they're winning. Similar interests, I think. I mean, opposites do attract. However, if you're going to argue about everything, I can't agree on anything to do, don't have the time for it. Don't have the time for it. I mean, don't get us wrong, I don't want someone identical, but if there's some common ground, then that's always a winner. Oh yes. I'm not that... With my face, I can't afford to be that picky on looks. However, I usually lean more towards blondes. I don't know what it is. Probably because it's quite different from myself, I guess, I'm not sure. But yeah, do like blonde hair, around my height. But again, not too strict on that. If the first two qualities are bang on, then I can overlook that, I think, definitely, yeah.
No snoring. Kind of, they can do their like eggs well.
Ooh, good pets. My top three would be a Northern Irish accent, an accent that is Northern Irish, and an accent from the north of Ireland.
Oh, like most important.
God, this is like an
exam. Humour at the top, I'd say. Humour, interest needs to be important. Like if they're not interested, then what's the point? So humour, interest, and then I'd say looks probably comes in at number 3.
Tall, like a rugby build, and definitely funny.
Yeah.
Has to be funny.
I think someone generous, funny, and passionate.
That is really nice. I really don't know what I'm going to say. No, because it just varies. It varies. I don't really have a type at all. It's just someone who's nice.
Personality, a girl who can keep their eyes focused on you, and someone who's just generally talkative, I'd probably say.
Nice ass. Personality and nice teeth.
Tall. Tall. Potentially blue eyes. And a bit wet, but like ambitious.
It's mine. Obviously height, however, sense of humour. If you can make us laugh, and yeah, like you've got to be someone funny, haven't you? True. Also, I think like qualities like a nice group of friends, like not horrible friends. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, you can.
Hates animals.
Oh, 100%. My top one would probably be boys who like they tell you how nice they are. Like they tell you that like, oh, I don't let girls walk home alone, and I'm like literally I'm such a nice friendly guy. That's weird. Don't do that.
Tory. Yeah. Someone who's focused on masculinity and mullets. But like straight mullets, not gay mullets. Straight mullets.
Since you said Tory, I'll say royalist.
Yeah.
Someone who's mean to like waiters. Someone who shouts at their parents.
Unkind. Only text you on a night time because that's a red flag. And just mean person. Mean to his family. Mean to the family.
Either if they have a sense of humour, or they don't get my sense of humour, I'm like, oh god. I briefly like worked and lived in America, and I feel like I'm very sarcastic, and they didn't get it at all. They thought I was being a right, and I swear God, I was just trying to poke fun or roast them a little bit, and I had to like tone that right down. So yes, if they don't have a good sense of humour, don't share my sense of humour, then oops, not very good.
Commitment issues, number 1. 2, bad communication, and 3, like going on a night out and not replying. I always think is like a bit of a like as soon as you leave the house, go on a night out, like no response. That's always a bit of a red flag.
Yeah, I feel like poor communication, like just not replying, and doesn't like a night out.
Follows or supports Andrew Tate.
Yes.
Oh, love bombing. If someone's full on at the start.
Yeah.
Skinny jeans, but like the
Yeah, like the
like
ones with the textured
some are nice.
ones.
Yes,
Yes.
like the little like bumps in them. Yeah.
Oh, and the long t-shirts.
But like some are nice, but just like with the little bumps in them.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't explain. There's a certain type of skinny jeans.
When they fetishize you, because I'm Colombian, like
like guys will be like, that's so hot that you can like speak. So you speak another language? Oh, you're like from another continent? Oh, so that's a red flag. And then it's like just generic gaslighting and all that.
Personally, my biggest red flag is a farmer.
I'm not opposed.
No. Farmer, yeah. Second red flag, someone who's just very condescending in general. And third red flag, I have to say it. Been there before, been burnt, gingers. I apologise. Too many red flags, Bert.
This sounds really bad, but having no friends. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's probably a reason. Still friends with their ex, never good. I'll take that. Yeah, that's a good one. That's it.
They're obsessed with their ex.
Someone that like won't leave you alone, just a bit too much full on.
They check your snap maps. That's biggest one ever, I'd probably say.
Someone who's like not very like close to the family.
Someone who's generally just boring.
Bad teeth, avoid.
Someone that like tries to be too funny.
Yeah. There is like a good balance, like sense of humour, trying too hard.
Someone that's like, yeah, like trying too hard, is just like really trying, like you can just tell when someone's not the vibe.
Like someone genuine. Yeah, like if you're trying too hard, it's not a vibe.
Someone, I'm trying not to be mean.
Be mean.
A red flag if someone's short.
Someone's stingy. Like, I don't mean like you've got to pay for all of my drinks. Like, I'll happily pay my own way. Like, feminism, whatever. I'm not really feminist, but whatever. But if you're stingy, then it's just a red flag. Like, you can't buy us one drink. Like, I'll happily buy you one back, but like, come on.
I like an activity for a date. So like, we're not bowling. I think bowling's been done to death. It's boring. So maybe it's like something in nature, something like that.
I love a waterfall, or a picnic by the waterfall. The worst would be the cinema. I just think it's a terrible date. You don't speak with each other.
A meal. I feel like that's really formal.
I wouldn't want to go to a zoo because zoos are sad. But I would like to go to a bar because bars are fun.
Best place you could take me, probably a gay bar, gay club, because I know that if you're gonna have a good time there, you're a good person. If you're like awkward and can't be yourself, it's probably not gonna work.
The best place is something like a food market or for a nice walk, something where you can have a chat but you're not like sat facing each other. Worst first date, cinema. Why would you go to cinema on a first date? You can't chat to each other, it's just
I'm quite simple, so best date for me, something chill, so like a drink or a walk or something. Worst date, I think going for something to eat on a first date is not a good idea.
Worst place, the cinema. Because then you just don't speak for 2 hours.
They awkwardly try and make a move.
Yeah.
That's wrong.
Best place, nice bar. Like a chill bar that you just can go sit and have drinks.
I'd say like worst place is probably cinema. And then the worst place is, no, best place even is like a cafe. I judge people on their coffee order. Worst, like a mocha. Cause like, if you can't drink coffee, you can't drink coffee, and don't try. And then the best is like a flat white. But oat milk though, cause I'm vegan. Cause it's just like, it's strong, but it's not, it's a whole coffee politics for me, but like it's strong, but it's not too creamy. It's a lot.
So the best place someone could take me on a first date. I think someone quite spontaneous. I mean, I love films and everything, but I don't think I'd want that on a first date because you both sat in darkness, not looking at each other or anything. So if it was something like, I don't know, like rock climbing or something like that, something like skydiving. I know that's a bit much probably for first date, but it'd be a dream. The worst place I think to go would be like if you rocked up at like a McDonald's drive-thru. I think I'd have red flags or the ick. Yeah, I wouldn't write it off, but I'd be on guard. Let's put it that way.
It's got to be Mackham, because it just is.
Yeah, I second that, but a really specific Mackham accent, so like kind of north of the Weir, like Southwick, that vibe. That's an excellent Mackem accent for me.
Yeah. I'm gonna say it together. Geordie.
Geordie. Why, aye, man?
Definitely Geordie.
Definitely.
Love it.
Manchester. You just can't be a Manchester accent, can you? Why? Just because it's northern, it's sexy. Yeah, I'm not biased.
Spanish.
Yeah, Spanish. Like Latino though. Like South America.
Irish. I would say the Irish accent. I feel like it's quite lyrical. It's quite bouncy. I can't think of a better way to describe it. But yeah, Irish.
Scouse, it's just really sexy.
Geordie, any day.
Australian.
Spanish. No, Venezuelan. I was gonna have a Venezuelan guy fit. Also, Welsh.
Most attractive accent in the world is Northern Irish because it's just beautiful.
I don't mind Newcastle.
Not to be weird to you two, but Irish. Irish.
Thank you very much.
Definitely.
Probably because I got obsessed with normal people, and I really fancied Conall Waldron. Yeah.
For me, Aussie. I don't know why. An Australian accent. Just very carefree and living life to the full. I love an Aussie accent.
I like a Spanish accent. I'm a Spanish person, yeah.
I think like Tom Hiddleston. So like south, down south.
Oh,
yeah, he's like read
yeah,
poetry to me, please.
Like Cockney.
Yeah.
Cockney.
Sure.
Irish. Irish as well. It's just sexy.
Generally just fucking perfect, innit?
Either Scottish, anywhere in Scotland, or I do quite like a Geordie accent as well, but I quite like a southern accent.
I love a posh boy. Posh boy, southern, London, let's go.
Not a Tory.
Reason why, not a Tory, just there's something so funny about a southern posh boy, like private school vibes, trying to talk to you.
Really like received pronunciation, like really like BBC accent, just doesn't do it.
I was going to say that like a Jacob Rees-Mogg kind of like posh southern accent is vile. Yeah.
Birmingham, unless you're Tommy Shelby.
Someone from Aberdeen. No, I'm joking.
Why? I think it's like American.
Yeah.
It's just really annoying. It's really annoying.
Like a valley girl.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Ooh, this could cause quite a lot of trouble, couldn't it? Worst accent, really far south, like where it's like slow and like takes them forever to say a sentence.
Birmingham. I'm sorry, it's very flat and monotone, and yeah, it just doesn't sizzle my bacon.
American. General.
No, I quite like a proper like Southern American accent, like
Southern?
a proper like Texas drawl.
That's
kind
like
of thing.
Southern Americans the worst.
I quite like that, but I think like posh Southern, like home counties accent is the worst.
Worst accent in the world is Birmingham because at a house party someone told me I sound like I'm from Birmingham and I still cry about it.
I don't like American accents. Just the whole place. Maybe. I like New Orleans. Perhaps LA. I don't like the sound of that. They all sound annoying.
Yorkshire, because I'm from Yorkshire and it just gives me, yeah.
Again, yeah, Northern Irish, it's disgusting. I don't understand the attraction at all. It's rotten.
I agree with that.
Scouse, although I'm a Liverpool fan. Don't know, it's just a bit scratty.
Probably Yorkshire on a bird.
Sunderland. No comment, just Sunderland. Everyone gets it, Sunderland.
Yeah, I would have to say Sunderland as well because it explains itself, or maybe Birmingham. Just because it sounds like Birmingham.
You've heard it, haven't you? You know why?
But Sunderland's a red flag. I'll go back to the earlier.
Hang on, though, I'm sure there's some lovely boys from Birmingham and some lovely boys from Sunderland. I just haven't met them yet. Maybe that's my issue.
Sunderland would be quite a big red flag for me.
Katie, your ex is from Sunderland.
Or a posh Geordie accent. That's the worst.
I don't think I've ever heard that before.
Sunderland. Birmingham. It's disgusting. To get away from me. Or like a really posh Tory accent.
I mean, best is you can't beat a Geordie accent.
Northeast was it? I only know 2 accents.
Yeah, I'm not.
I like the Sunderland one. Sunderland's better than Geordie. Because most of my friends are from Sunderland.
I would say the same because my granny's from Sunderland.
Yeah.
Well, the best North East accent's got to be the Geordie accent. Worst North East accent, it's got to be the Magnum, hasn't it?
Why?
I mean, they can't even say curry right.
I feel like the worst one I would say is Hartlepool. I'm sorry, monkey hangers, but there's something about it which is, it's not bad, but if I had to say the worst in the North East, I would say Hartlepool. The most attractive, I'd probably say Newcastle, to be honest. I quite like the Newcastle one. It's nice and thick, and I don't know, it's like honey.
They're all the same.
Yeah, I couldn't give you. I can't.
I can. I just proper Geordie's the best. Like when you're actually proper Geordie.
The best is Sunderland because Hawaii the lads. The worst is Newcastle because fags. My dad's gonna love that.
I once went on a first date where the person spoke at length about how they're still in love with their ex, and I had to kind of comfort them about that. That was really bad.
Don't want to go into too much detail, but someone was very nearly sick in my mouth. So that one was probably not good.
There's so many.
Aye, there's a few like.
One time I went on a date and we ended up kissing, and he put his tongue so far in my mouth that I threw up, like literally on him. And then we never saw each other ever again. But literally I have so many bad date stories, like so many.
So a girl once nicked my dressing gown and I never got it back, and I still miss the dressing gown. So probably that one.
He showed up like blackout drunk, like he showed up really, really drunk, and I had to put him in an Uber and send him home. Again, there's just so, like, I've been dating men for a long time, so it's just bad vibes.
It's not mine, but can I tell it? My friend once took someone home and he pissed in his wardrobe. In his wardrobe.
I've showed up and the guy was nothing like his profile photo. And I then had to entertain him for like an hour and a half when I had absolutely no interest in him.
I think he just got way too drunk on the date, and I was like, oh god, because he was like almost slurring his words, and I was like, okay, I think it's time to leave.
I hope they don't see this. Worst dating story. Met for a few drinks in town. They turned up in dirty trainers, dirty jeans, and a minging hoodie, and they smelled like a fryer. That's bad. Don't put that on.
So it was my first date ever. I was 17. I was naive. I'd met him on Grindr, so that was, yeah. And he, I met him at Durham train station. I'm from Durham, and he leapt over the gates because he hadn't paid his fare. So we had to run from the station because they were aware, and they were trying to catch him. But then we got to the place. We were eating at this restaurant in Durham, and he didn't have any money, any cash at him, anything at all, so I had to pay for everything. And he also announced that he was quite an ardent UKIP supporter. I was like, oh my god. I mean, you never forget your first, so that's the one I've never ever forgot.
I once went on a date with a guy who got so drunk that he started a fight with a load of guys on scooters and then kept slapping my ass, and I kicked him and he fell over a garden wall.
And my worst one, I think, I went on a blind date with the people that organised this, and I did message them after saying they did me dirty, to be fair. But I went on a date with this boy, and I just didn't like him, like from the get-go. It wasn't great, and then I tried to like duck out early. I hope he doesn't watch this. And then as I booked the Uber to leave after like 40 minutes, he was like, every second that Uber gets closer, like I get more sad that you're leaving. And I was like, okay, bye. No, I never accepted his follow request on Instagram.
So I went on my first ever date, and it was here in Newcastle. And like when the night finished, he gave me a thumbs up, and then we just walked back to our respected flats. But it was like no, but it was like not even like had a lovely time, blah 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 blah. It was just like he gave me he did like this, he did this, but then he messaged me and he's like, let's go out again, and I was like, no.
Kind of forced himself into my apartment after. Told me his taxi wasn't going to come for like half an hour. I was like, right, maybe being naive. Was like, oh yeah, no problem, come on in. And then like an hour passed, I was like, here, where's this taxi? And he was like, oh, I didn't book one, I just assumed you were going to let me stay. I was like, oh well, you assumed wrong. Thank you, good night.
Basically, I was in Shaker on Friday night and I collapsed outside it and I was sick all over a shoe.
I pissed on someone's wall. No, I did.
Mine was one that worked in a mattress shop and he was trying to sell us a pillow the entire time. Like, he was genuinely trying to sell us this specific type of feather.
You know what though? You said you liked ambition, and that is ambitious. He's getting them sales targets. He's getting that promotion. There you go. My other date, was I actually got harassed by one of them, and I had to try to ring the police. I had to ring the police about one of them. So talking stages don't go well for me.